Secretary Emmanuel Sueno, Secretary Delphine Lorenzana, Secretary Benjamin Jokno, Police Director General Ronald de la Rosa, newly appointed Philippine National Police officials, fellow workers in government, my beloved countrymen. May speech na naman, pero I've never been used to reading speeches. Walang putang ina dito. I just had a talk with the governors. Kasama kami ni Bato, pati Sir Ben, Delphine Lorenzana. And I gave him the same message that sa mga mayors the other week, and I called them to something which medyo problema ng Pilipinas. I'm really tinanong ko kung bakit sa panahon ko pa ito lumabas itong ano na ito. Sana doon na lang sa iba. We have a huge problem actually. It does not only involve national security, but likewise the Filipino man, the human being. And ito yung which has destroyed many lives. Police generals, lahat, mayors, governors, and barangay captains. Ang ano ko lang dito is Ayan na lang, yung tayo na lang. Lahat ng sektor dito tinamaan. And the enormity of the problem is staggering. The consequence and the result of this industry has destroyed millions of Filipinos. Were it not for just really sabihin mo na limited or in a province or city, okay lang sana yan. Ang problema, the last count was given by General Santiago. And he said that at that time, at alam naman ninyo yan, magkatrabaho tayo, was 3 million. Nung tayo na, panahon ko na, kayo yung trabaho rin ninyo, and we match the intelligence from the military to you and to you from the military and NICA. Parang the problem is really staggering. Can I have nakita na ninyo ito? Pero ang karamihan kasi, it's medyo ano ako kasi this is the drug industry of the Philippines. And pati ito yung listahan. It's a list actually. And ang nandyan, a few city mayors, maraming municipal mayors, barangay captains, about 40%. The entire country. Maraming police. Now, ang police kasi, the explanation there is, Hindi man magkaiba ng Navy yan, pati Army or Air Force. Pati ang police kasi, the ordinary police is exposed to the law and order situation of any given day in the country. Sila kasi yung they go for drugs, traffic violations and all. So sila yung sa madali sa temptation. And maybe because really na maliit yung sweldo, and despite the adjustments, hindi magkasya-kasya, so it's not really felt down na talagang may impact. But rest assured that I will correct it along the way this year. Sana magkaroon lang tayo ng kunting magandang ekonomiya so that I can meet the challenges of the expenses of governance. Ngayon, kung ito, binigay ko kay Senate President Pimentel, pati kay Alvarez, Speaker sa lower house. Hindi ko to kaya. At wala sa atin ito, sa ganito kakapal. So I really do not know how to proceed with this thing. May mga pictures. Galing mo rin yan sa inyo. And I had the occasion, I said when I talked to the city, mga mayors, makita ko si Loot. Hindi ako nakapagpigil. Minura ko siya, sabi ko, you are guilty of treason. You're once a police officer. Inasahan ka ng gobyerno, ginastisan ka ng gobyerno, tapos ganun ginawa mo sa bayan. So, nagalit ako. Nandyan siya. And he wanted to usap sila ni Bato. Unforgivable yung ganun. Hindi ko maisip. I cannot reconcile how you can be so corrupt na pati ang kalaban mo ang mismong tao. You know, drugs, sabi ni Santiago 3 million. Yung akin ngayon, when I began my crusade, so there were hundreds of thousands surrenderies. General De La Rosa said to me kanina, baba, it's 1,300,000. So there are about 4 million. Actually, ang kawawa nito is, they are slaves. Mabuti pa ang slave. Kasi kung mabili mo sa African market, magamit mo pa sa trabaho mo. Ito, they are slaves eternally to a chemical sponsored by a criminal, his pockets full of money at the expense of the Filipino. Yan ang masakit sa akin. And for the many times that I've been out, I was a congressman, mga mayors, hindi naman kami pinapalabas. Because it's an independent body, they go every time, kung saan-saan. So I had a chance to visit other countries. Ang makita ko yung, sabi ko, saan yung asawa mo? Sabi niya, sa Qatar, ako dito sa Saudi Arabia. At makita ko sa mukha nila, the years of talagang, ilang taong ka na? And usually, ang average doon is about they're only allowed to sleep 3 hours a day. And meron akong gustong sabihin, kaya lang pag binitawan ko yan, marami na silang isipin sa yung nandito kung ano nangyayari noon. Kasi I had a one-on-one talk at one time with my counterpart, because when I was a congressman, ako yung public order and security member na nagpunta doon. So I had a talk with my counterpart. At may sinabi siya about the working conditions and how slaves are treated. Slave is a slave. Para sa kanila, if you are bought, I said, from the markets of slavery, o bayaran ka man, treatment is the same. And ang problema is, aside from toil, almost 21 hours a day, mayroon. Hindi ko lang masabi dito kasi maraming maging bakukang sa ulo. Tapos, 1/3 of the OFW, mga anak nila nga, nasa druga. Yan unang sakit ng dinbim mo. Tatrabaho sila, ninirape na, walang tulog, tinitiis, nagpapadala ng pera dito. And when they come home, they find their families in shutters. It's either the daughter or the son, hindi nga pag-aral. And sa average na, kukunti lang ang mga anak nilang pinapaaral dito na talagang nag-aral. Because it is a dysfunctional family. Kung wala yung asawa, wala yung, the husband is also working, wala. So every time, yung worker aalis dito at may pamilya, it results automatically in a dysfunctional family. Yan ang talagang naubos ang ngipin ko sa, I may not be the best of the Filipinos now, but ako in my own small time lang ako. Mindanao lang ako, it's just a corner. But I really, hindi ko kaya. Hindi ko talaga kaya, kaya pinatawag ko ang mga mayor. Nandyan man lahat ng networks, ulitin ko na lang. Sinabi ko talaga, huwag kayong pumasok dyan. Papatayin ko kayo. Wala tayong, huwag kayong pumasok dyan. And do not give protection because I will run after you. At marami kayong, alam ninyo kung ano yan, kakalkalin ko yung IF, and I will explain item for item bakit. Because if your city or town is in disarray at ang influence ng drugs malakas, you justify to me your operational and your confidential funds. Kasi kung ang syudad mo magulo, hindi mo kailangan sa ibig sabihin hindi ka nagtatrabaho. So you do not need those extra, money. Alam naman ninyo kayo, tagal lang. Alam natin kayo, lalo na police, mayor, governor. Sabi ko, there's an assessment there. Hindi ko muna bitawan. Pero ito, ibigay ko na sa inyo, and if your name happens to be here, pero wala namang karaman nito, ano ninyo? Kindly, I don't know how you'd make the arrangement. Bigay ko ito para makita. Bitawan ko na lang ito lahat. Kasi hindi ko talaga kaya. Pati yung mga barangay captains, problema sila yung 3-4 years ago, we were already in narco-politics state. Little did we know, di ko talaga alam hindi ako naging presidente, na ang mga barangay captains, halos 40% nandyan pumasok. Na may gusto akong tanongin, sabi ko nga sa mga negosyante nung isang gabi. Was it last night? Sabi ko sa inyo, how many years did it take you to earn your first million? Tayo. How many years of savings and hard work makapatayo lang man ng bahay. Ilang taon sa serbisyo hanggang mag-retire kayo. Tapos yun lang ang kaya mo. Itong mga to, overnight, itong mayor ng Albuera, itong sila Odicta, Mindanao, both the Moro and Christians nandiyan naglalaro. So ito, walang pagod to. All they have to do is to order their servants there, cook it in front of me. And if you have a organization, pagbili mo. In 1 month's time, they own hotels, ships, good life. Anak nila, Australia, Amerika nag-aaral. Why? Because they go around as warlords. Protektado sila, mayor, barangay captain, tapos may police na bodyguard, may army. Kaya the first thing I did was really to, sabi ko, all of you return to your mother units. So, I left them naked. Sabi ko, I'll give you 24 hours, or else I'll kill you. Punta kayo doon sa pulis. So, tatakbuhan sila doon sa inyo, sa krami. So doon natin nakita na papawis-pawis pa, tapos bubulahin ka pa na Mayor, hindi totoo yan, intriga na yan sa politika. Pag-raid ng bahay mo, maraming sabo. Anong gawin ko sa iyo? Tapos, sabihin nila, sinalvage. Ha? Sabi ng pulis ko, lumaban. Tapos sabi na, itong mga sabi, walang pakialam. You know, I should believe my police, or otherwise, I'm telling them, stop working. Pero hindi ko pabayaan yung police na nagtatrabaho. So yun ang ano ko sa is, if you work in the performance of your duty, I will protect you. Wala kayong problema. Kita naman ninyo, ako ang sumasagot lahat. If there is somebody, he will go to, hindi sabi nila mga extrajudicial killing. If there's somebody who would go to jail, I will rot in jail. Wala kayong problema. Ako. And if somebody is killed there along the way, I'd like to volunteer. Tanda na ako eh. So 72 years, give me about 2 or 3 years, wala na. Ganon rin. But somebody has to take this problem by the horn. Hindi talaga kaya because it has permeated into the very community natin. Unslaves. Sinong maligayahan yan? Itong mga mayaman, okay lang yan. They can criticize us using their newspaper, lahat. They just don't feel it. It's easy to criticize. But nung extrajudicial killing, 32 policemen na ang patay ko. And I have 19 soldiers also killed. If it is really extrajudicial killing, why do you have to face your enemy? Just shoot him behind. Itong mga tao na ito, pati pare, mga ulol. Criticize, hindi nila alam. Sabi ko kahapon doon sa ako, nagsawa na ako, gusto itapon doon sa, sabi ng dalawang para doon, we are with you. Siguro, por respeto, pero try to solve this problem. Hindi mo dadala ng extrajudicial killing. You know, I said, I have to declare war. If I do not do it, we will go to the dogs. How do you, policeman kayo? Okay. Region 2, elected official. Licerio Antipurada. Okay. Barangay captain siguro itong big time pusher, member, Purado drug group. How do you, I would need 1 million policemen. to just build a case, mag-surveillance ka, and sad of it all is itong shabu is an instant crime. Magdala ako ng shabu, we meet dyan sa Ayala. Pag nakita kitang pulis, itatapon ko. Tapos sabihin niya, ano tinapon mo? Sabi ko, shabu. Ba mauli? Aristuhin mo. O tapos pagdating doon, security sabihin, may statement ka sa harap ng police mo, shabu. Sabi niya, nagbibiro lang man ako. O so after that, anong ipresenta mo? Wala ka naman ipagkita ito, yung shabu na... Ganyan, kaya ito dito sa mga shabu laboratories, kung hindi mo mahuli dyan mismo, nagluluto na dyan sila, purnada yan. But we can only, malaman na natin ang totoo. Pero sabihin mo, hulihin mo and build a good case, my God, it will take eternity. Kaya yung mga stupido na, bakit si Duterte patayin niya? Bakit niya na? Sinasabi ko, pinatay ko. Pinatay kasi lumaban. Well, kung hindi totoo, you prove your case in court. But you have to yak-yak ng yak-yak. May isang simbahan pa rin, pinapakita yung extrajudicial. Anong ginawa ng simbahan? Kayong simbahan ng Katoliko, milyon ang kita ninyo linggo-linggo all throughout the Philippines, karaming simbahan. Saan ang pera ng tao? Kami yung pera namin, in-explain namin sa tao. Kayong mga pare, mga obispo, magaganda ng suot ninyo. Meron ba kayong isang bahay lang baski 5 kwarto para rehab? Anong ginawa ninyo, simbahan ninyo? Bibilang kayo ng pera instead of going around the neighborhoods explaining to the people why they should not be in that industry because they will die. Na ngayon, gusto ninyo matapos ang patayan, all you have to do is to preach. Kasi karamahan dito Katoliko. Kung mahusay ka na pare, ipaintindi mo, mamamatay ka, umalis ka sa droga. E di nakakatulong pa kayo. Hindi, instead of maghintay kayo na may namatay na you criticize the police, you criticize me, for what? Kayo yung may mga pera. Sira ulo pala kayo. You know, huwag ninyo akong ano kayo mga pare. When we were young, kasi ako cabinet members, when we were making confessions to you, we were being molested. Hinahawakan na kami. Kayo, what is your moral ascendancy in the Philippines? Religion? What is the meaning of it? Hindi kayo nakakatulong, daldal kayo ng daldal. Kayo magkatoliko, isipin ninyo yan. Ano bang tinulong ng reliyon sa inyo? Pare, sa amin pare, 3 pare, tagdadalawang asawa. 4 kami, 1 mayor, 3 pare. There is a book. It is entitled Altar Secrets. It's online. It was written by a narrator of the CBCP. After his long years nagtatrabaho dyan sa inyo, he wrote a book now. It's called Altar Secrets. Basahin ninyo. Homosexuality, scandal, lahat na. Kayong mga pare, remember you ask mga sakyanan kay Gloria, knowing fully well na mga pulis nga walang masakyan, kayo di pajero pa, mga putang ina kayo. Binigyan kayo knowing that there is a principle of separation between church and state. It was really purely graft and corruption. Because you did not deserve it. You cannot use property or money for your comfort. Hindi yan para inyo, para sa gobyerno, but you had the goal. Kung kayo ang magkamali, okay lang. So, bakit kaming mga nasa gobyerno? Na pwede yung sabihin, kayo ganong ito. O kami na ngayon ang magtanong, Katoliko man ako. Anong ginagawa ninyo sa pera? Anong gawa ninyo, ang kabaklaan ninyo dyan sa mga seminaryo ninyo? Anong pinagagawa ninyo sa mga bata noon? Did you investigate us? Letse kayo. Buti yung prangka-prangka tayo. My term is a presidency of prangka-prangka tayo. Wala nang tago-tago din. Pag tayo magtaguan, you expose me, fine. I expose you. Bakit? Ang mali ninyo, okay lang, ang amin, hindi. Bullshit. Kalukuhan niya. Extrajudicial killing, tumulong kayo. Ito nga ibigay ko sa inyo. Basbasan ninyo ito ng holy, totoo man kayo ang holy water. Paliguan ninyo ng isang tunilada tubig para gumaling. I thought that is yung mga miracle yung tubig ninyo. Hindi ipainom ninyo. Daldal kayo ng daldal yan eh. Tapos kayo with all the pageantry and ceremony. Pag gold-gold pa kayo ng mga chalice dyan. Eh, samantala yung kikinig sa inyo, mga walang kain. Yung mga chalice pa kayo. Di gold pa. Gusto niya, tunawin ko pa ito. Bigay ko sa inyo sandilier ng Malacañan. Dagdagan ninyo yung gold ninyo. Gawin niyo mga medalya. Tignan mo yung medalya ninyo. Kanlalaki, gold. Putang ina, bakit si Kristo ba? Pinako ng krus doon. Huwag ninyo, do not, Kasi ako, I can go down. Why do you think you've been making everybody almost believe in you? Kasi kayo, katikisem sabihin, you will go to hell, you will burn. Ano bang sunugin mo doon? Tapos bata pa yon, hell and heaven. Wala naman bumalik dito, sinabi na yung San Pedro ninyo may manok pa. Putang ina, umakyat yung manok sa langit. Buang kayo. You ask for it. So, kung gusto mo talaga show down na. Sige. Magbago kayo. Pag hindi, if you cannot mend your ways, if you cannot even give justice to the small boys that you have molested in the past, you do not have that moral ascendancy to lecture on us what to do. Sanctity of life. You're enjoying your wealth. Pagkatapos, sanctity. Kayo dyan, mga palasyo. Ang mga tao nandiyan sa squatters, tapos sanctity. Tumingin nga kayo sa lamin ninyo. Ngayon, punta kayo dito, kausapin mo yung, ewan ko sa kanila kung sino ang nag-extrajudicial killing dyan. Wala naman siguro. Hindi ba yan sila? Alam mo ito, graduate ito ng PNPA. 4 years yan, sacrifice. PMA, ito sila ba ito? Akala mo, papayag yan sila to commit a crime? They are ordered day 1 sa PMA or PNPA. Obey legal orders. Hindi ko ito mautusan, sabihin mo magnakaw, magpatay kayo, whether it is right or wrong to kill. Bakit mo ito yung mga tao na, hindi ito, ano pagpilitin mo, ako mangyari sa akin, magkudita ito. Ako pa mauna masalvage ito mga to. Yung may drug war, ayaw ninyong maniwala eh. Ngayon may pumasok na ang Mindanao. I'll explain to you. It's supposed to be confidential pa. Ang ISIS, pati ang Abu Sayyaf, have already pledged allegiance to the ISIS. Kaya nagbibidahan yan sila who is the more cruel and brutal, because that would be the body that would favor the accreditation, ika nga. Nagbidahan yan. Now, sa Mindanao, tunilada yung Shabu. Not only the Moro, but also mga warlords na Christians. Ngayon, ang ginagamit nila, we're not still clear on this, but yung mga taga Mindanao, pupunta na dito sa Leyte, pati yung pumutok sa Davao, or Maote. We know that because sa signature, malaman namin. Bright itong police, hindi kagaya sa inyo mga pare. Bugok. Alam namin yan. So, ang strategy is really to lure the community to reduce it to slavery, all of those people there. By the time that they are ready, puro bungog na, then it would be easy. The thing is, they want everybody Islam. Wrongfully taken out of context, almost heresy, but that is their thing. Ang una ngayon, they are trying to dislodge the homegrown doon. So, nagpapatayan yan sila ngayon. Same here. Na hindi ako mayroon din masasama. Kaya ng police na nakidnap, they will. Sabi ko nga, kayong mga nasa gobyerno, I don't know about your officers. But if you ask me, you will suffer the same fate. You will suffer the same fate. Ayaw ko kung kailan. Pero may araw talaga na matimingan ko kayo. I never said, inorderan ko si Bato, inorderan ko yung regional ko to. I've always said, papatayin ko kayo. Kasi nung hindi pa ako na mayor, killer man rin ako. Mura lang. Hindi masyado mahal ang kubra ko doon. Do not try to, you might take me one as an evil person, but to me, marami tayo dito. Pardon ang kalat ang discussion ko because talagang, alam mo ma'am, hindi ako makatulog dito kung ano ko ito eh. Saan ko ito ibigay? Sabihin naman, ibig mo sabihin, sir, ipapatay mo lahat ito. Hindi pwede, sir. Maubusan tayo ng bala. $6,000 policemen, 40% of the barangay captains, the basic political unit na. Kaya it's time, I said, to take stock of everything. Lahat tayo. Ako, I will do everything to preserve my country. Huwag na yung marsyalo na issue headline lang naman yan para may magbili. I will do everything. I will not allow my country to go to the dogs. And I will do everything to preserve my country, the Filipino people. That is my job. That is the job of General De La Rosa. That is your task, your mandate. Trabaho lang tayo. And you will have everything. You need not worry about legal cases. I will protect you. I will provide everything. Wala kayong sakit sa ulo. Just do your work. Just follow the law. You order your men, arrest them, if it's still possible, but if they present a violent resistance, placing in danger the life of the police, then shoot them. Yun lang. Wala tayong in-order sa kanila to commit crime, baski saan naman. Whether it's in America, whether in other or scalawags. Di mo mapigilan yan. But I know that you have reached your level now because of toil for so many years that you have. I'd like to thank you in behalf of the country for your service. And I hope that we have returned to you at least by giving you the dignity of a rank of being a general. Just continue to do your work. Maybe wag kayong matakot about the future. I'm still there 6 years. And I can always harness you back to government by the time you get out of the police. Maaga kasi kayo. At 56, wala yan. Nanghihinayang ako. But most of the, halos lahat ng mag-retire nandiyan man sa ano. I gave you the sensitive jobs because I realized it early on na itong bureaucracy talagang it's either the police, ang military lang talaga masama. For the years that I've been mayor for 23 years, 4 years congressman, 4 years vice mayor. Ang police lang talaga, even sa mga calamity, wala kang ibang maasahan. Talagang police o military, mauna kayo doon. That's why I would not want to bring this up, but there are still disturbing issues surrounding Mama Sapano. I only have one question for all. I am not trying to revive or revisit the issue. But what's bugging me is, mayor kasi ako. So may police ako. So I feel for the police. Ang akin lang is one question. Why was it that there was a war the whole day? At hindi pinapasok yung sa Awang, sa Davao City, Jensen. Bakit hindi tinawag yung air assets? Yun lang. Huwag na yung sino nagkapera doon, sino kumana noon, o partida, o pang ano mo, pang retire mo. Huwag na yun natin. O sinong nagplano doon na Bright. Wala kayo Bright ang nagplano doon. Akin lang is, bakit hindi inyo tinawag ang kasap, ang tog? Maraming helicopter dyan. Walang gamit. Trapo ng trapo yung mga sundalo araw-araw. Yun lang ang ano. Because celebrated when was the Mama Sapano anniversary? Yesterday. I'll meet the widows and I'd like to talk again to the officers. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm not trying to go into politics again. I've been the ARPOC chairman. Tanong ninyo yan sila Aaron lahat. For the years that I was mayor, I was the ARPOC chairman. And I could not have succeeded in my governance, made the people of Davao City happy, kung wala akong backup sa police. But I will remind you, when I was a fiscal, lahat ng kaso, because I was, tanongin mo si General Sosa, I was the only one tasked for Region 11 to investigate police and military and rebel cases. Lahat ng kaso, kanila, performance of duty, drop talaga. Automatic, dismiss ng kaso. Yung iba, yung tagdalawang asawa, sabi ko, dagdagan mo pa ng isa para may kaso ka bukas. Uli. I have always protected, hindi lang ninyo alam yan. But nobody dito sa Pilipinas, walang nakagawa. I provide wala man sakyan, police, walang pera. I provide, punta kayo ng Davao, punta mo kayo, tingnan mo lahat, kompleto. Communications, sakyan. Mayroon pa bang grocery? Si Inday, kinutin yun ni Inday. Bugas. Sabi ko sa pulis, baski anong problema mo, baski ngayon, if you think that you have a problem, or whatever, tapos hindi ninyo makukuha dyan, go to me directly. Tumawag kayo kay Bong and tell me about the problem. And let us see. Whatever. Alam mo, minsan ay ko lang leaves a bad taste in the mouth. Maraming problema dadating sa buhay natin. Sakit, emergency. Whatever. Huwag na kayo magpunta. Marami pa silang daldal sa inyo. Go directly to me. Just tell me the truth. Yun lang ang hini ko. Paski sila bato nun. Sabihin mo kung ano ang nangyari. At kung tutulungan kita, ako na ang bahala. Sabi, sir, ganito. So, wala talang, magkumakaintindihan tayo. Limitado tayo sa trabaho. Just want to assure you that ako yung hindi nag-iiwan ng tao sa trabaho lang. And if you don't believe me, ask your seatmate dumaan ng Davao. Wala akong biniti na isa. Kaso lahat. Kung walang abogado, ako magkuha ng abogado. Lahat ng kaso ng pulis na Davao. Kabit ba said, when I was a fiscal, I had a standard. Performance of duty, medyo sumobra lang ng konti. Dismiss yan. And even the military. Hindi alam ng military yan. But halos lahat ng problema sa sinasagot ko. All in the name of public service. So hindi na magtagal. I am sure that you want to... So, kailan ba birthday mo? So siguro ito mga 100 baka to. Bibiro niya. O dito to, sa Davao, kasi isang kampo naman. Basta may celebration, baka ako. Basta okay lang. You tell your men that, yeah, we had a bad case. Yung nangyari doon, but baski saan niya? Baski saan? You cannot expect everybody to be anghel itong millions of Filipinos. But just take it in stride. We can always receive the problem and try to correct it, but there will always be prosecution. Ito, andyan naman, nahuli na, it will proceed accordingly. But do not be dampening of this spirit just because may problema tayo. Trabaho lang tayo at sa aking panahon, wala kayong problema. Mamauna kang armed forces, pati kayo. Not because I want you to be loyal to me. Paski yan sila. Do not cultivate a loyalty for me. I do not need it. Lahat kami padaan lang. Ako in 6 years, wala na ako. Or even, I don't know kung kailan. You just remain loyal to the flag and to the Constitution. That is all that I ask of you. Huwag na sabihin na bata ni Duterte. Sabi ko nga, huwag kayong pumunta sa akin para maghingi ng ranggo. Paski military. Paski yan sila. Paski yung station commander, yung mga barangay captain sabi, gusto na, you go to the... Huwag kayong pumunta sa akin para maghingi ng assignment. Ang niya, is there yung merit, ninyo board sa military. Lahat yung dumadaan sa akin, hindi na kayo kailangan makiusap. Pirmado yan pag nandyan na. Recommended, tapos validated ng Commission ng Civil Service. Basta atin trabaho lang. I said, do not cultivate a loyalty na personal sa akin. I do not need it. But the country needs your dedication. Salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. President. We request you